Solar Octane. The only year you can get it on 3rd gen. 2023. TRD Pro manual in Solar Octane. So, this video is about the color. Now, it looks kind of red on video and in pictures, but it really is a bright orange with a lot of fleck in it when the sun hits it. And it actually, I love the color. It's gorgeous. It's so fun. It's so bright. You find it in the parking lot constantly. Well, you don't see it in the parking lot. You know, they're very, very rare, especially up in Canada. Apparently, there was only 100 that came to Canada in the manual for 23. But yeah, it's very easy to find in the parking lot. But let's talk about the quality of this paint and where Toyota's really cheaped out, in my opinion. So let's see if I can get an angle of how bad the orange peel is on this paint. I guess right there you can kind of see. Yeah, it looks like an orange peel. That's why they call it. And you can actually feel it when you run your finger up and down. Like it feels, like a reptile. Like it's bumpy. Now I'm currently talking with Toyota Canada and seeing if they'll do anything to fix this issue. I would love for them to repaint my whole truck, because that's what needs to happen. And it's not just the orange peel. Like, you can clearly tell there's spots where it's thinner paint. Like here is so much more thin. I understand that's plastic versus metal, but there shouldn't be that much of a difference, in my opinion. And just where they miss stuff, look at this. You open your gas cap and they just missed it, And yeah, I don't know. There's lots of spots where it's just not as thick as it should be. It scratches really easy. Now, most clear coats nowadays do scratch quite easily, so I can't really say that's, to be expected, I guess. But yeah, another little spot where there's clearly a rock chip, and they've just put clear coat right over top of it. You climb up here. Look at this little speck here. Yeah. So clear coat is over this little speck. So we'll see if they do anything about that. That came right from the factory. Right from the middle of Mexico. They used to be built in Texas, and I thought they moved the factory for Tacoma's just south of the border in Mexico, but no, it's right in the middle of Mexico is where they're built now. But yeah, I know it's the first year of Solar Octane, so I'm curious to see the 2024 Solar Octane, because if that's better quality, then they just messed up on the first year. But yeah, we'll see what Toyota can do. Now, I've already put PPF on it and ceramic coating, and the running boards, and we'll see how it holds up. But I'm not too pleased with the color, But overall, I love it. Oh, I want to make a correction in my previous video. So I was talking about the PSI readout in the dash. I don't have that even with the stock rims that I have up here, stock wheels and tires. I still don't have a PSI readout or TMS sensor readout, and you don't get that with if you get the manual, like I was talking about in my previous video. And also, I thought these rims were BBS, forged BBS, but they're not. They're made by Ronald, which BMW uses a lot, actually, which is quite interesting. Unlike my Miata rims up here that are stock forged BBS. And yeah, I'll talk about my Miata a little bit. 2016, another video. But yeah, I just wanted to, talk about this thing. And I'm disappointed in the overall quality of the paint. Because if you went to a professional, paint shop and they painted the truck and this is what it looked like with all this orange peel all over the truck, that they wouldn't send it out. They wouldn't. And it's just thin. It's just thin. I think a lot of newer paint jobs is what they are, but you really have to put PPF, paint protection film, on any new vehicle nowadays. Because the paint's just so crap, But it's just the way it is. You can see some fleck in there. Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, it's still built well, One thing I do love when I took the wheels off and put my winter rims, winter tires on, the lug nuts have a washer in them, so they stay tight, so you don't have to keep retorquing your lug nuts. I still will check them, but it's interesting how my wife's Lexus had that, and I'm glad the Tacoma does too. So there's lots of fun things. And also, it's very, very nice that Toyota added a reinforcement for the jack point. I don't know if we see this here, on the actual skid plate. So you actually jack up back here. This is where you put the jack for if you want to jack up the front. A lot of manufacturers and companies say you can't jack on the skid plate, but Toyota's reinforced that point where, you can. And I've done it, and it was good. All right, that's enough. Have a wonderful day, YouTube.